Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. We're back! Woohoo! It's always fun to get back into this. It's always usually a week between recordings, which is too much time, but it's difficult sometimes to just get the time to play more, and it's just not quite working out, so we'll have to live with that. So, last time I let myself a very nice verbal reminder at the end of the last episode, so we are going to speak with Captain Aureus again to see if the quest updated here. Little Bobersha lost her sheep. Because that might, and if not, we have to go back there, I think.
Oh, what now?
So there doesn't appear to be anything here. Let's go down, because the elf is down there. So we can see if maybe he's down there as well now. Otherwise, we might have to go over there. So he's in there. Yeah, Eglander. But it doesn't look like there's anybody else here right now that we can see. So nothing yet, which means I'm gonna go back up. We're gonna teleport possibly over there or walk over there. Mortician's Morgue. Yeah, we're just gonna walk.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, so which way do we need to go? This is where the portal is, correct? Yeah, it's right there. So that puts us about halfway there. No, that's here, so I need to go further to the left. And this is the right building, I think. Yeah, okay. So let's see if we need to be there to witness him being arrested. That might be the case once again. So we'll see there. Apparently I switched this. I'm not quite sure how. What shortcut I found there. Oh, it's R. Previous hotbar, or next hotbar is F. So I think I pressed F. Okay, that's good to know. That's gonna make that quicker. Assuming I don't forget about it again. So let's see, he's upstairs. Okay, there's the guard, the legionnaire. Interesting where he's coming from. Is there a portal in that closet? Looks like it.
Sir, you're under arrest for complicity in the murder of Councillor Jake. Please follow me.
What? That's insane. I would never.
Sir, please come quietly, or I'll have to forcefully subdue you.
Subdue you.
Fine. There's no need for that. But you must know I am an innocent man.
Well, he isn't, but that's okay. Why are they walking in this direction? Okay, yeah, there is indeed a portal in that closet, apparently. Interesting. So let's save a bit of the way at least. Teleport ourselves to the North Gate this time. And now we can go back in there. And it should update. And let's see if that does something about this little Bobersha quest or not. But yeah, we'll see. So, I did get some comments already here. Apparently, on a higher difficulty, this poison area does actually work the way I thought it would. But there is an additional reward in there as well with that, apparently. And the other thing was... What was the other thing? I forgot already. It's gonna come back to me eventually, I'm sure. So, is he in here now? He is back there. So let's quick save, talk with him, see what's gonna happen if we do that.
Ah, here to gloat for getting me thrown into this stinking pit. Well, enjoy. I'm sure Sicil is much safer now that Robert, its greatest threat, is locked away.
Okay, so there's nothing there. So we might have to just go back to the sheep woman. I forgot her name. To talk with her there. But let's see, where was she again? She was in this direction, wasn't she? I think she was here. So let's walk there. So let me try to remember what else was said. Yeah, the chest by Breckus Rex, apparently I can't open yet. There is a key later in the game, and it has a magic lock on it, so I think I need either or. There is ways to remove a magic lock, apparently, but I can't yet. And then there was one more thing that I just remembered and I forgot. Oh yeah, so this little area that I asked how I could get in there apparently is more or less for an Easter egg. And I need to make a perception check somewhere in the church, if I understood it right, to make that work. So I'm not going to bother with that right now. We might do that at some point. So let's talk with her.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night, like me dear plump hogget.
Yeah.
The finest in me herd.
Dear Plum Hogget is dead. About your stolen sheep.
That louse.
There we go.
Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he
Oh yeah,
wasn't
I
the
remember.
last
She was
morsel.
so
Let
into her
him
own
roast
livestock,
all
but
right
then
there.
also just very much into eating it. Or not letting it go to waste. Okay, so that just updated it. Okay, yeah, it's gone now. Perfect. So now we are going to move maps. So, Lucula Forest Siciel Road is, I think, the right one. We want to see about maybe healing up Elfie. That could work. And just see if that skill does actually help us. Yeah, I think we're right here. He is down there. And let's see. If they're still there. I might be too far away to see them right now. I hope they're not gone. That this was on some sort of timer, because we do have to escort them towards Silverglen. Which might be the next thing we do then in that case. But yeah, okay, we've got Alfie here. Let's heal her up one moment here.
Close your eyes for a bit.
So we'll do this. Next up is giving him one of his older weapons. Level 8, level 7, so we'll equip this one. No, I need to equip them in the right order here. So let's equip that one, put this one in here so that I use it on the right one. So we'll do this.
This water skin never runs.
So that actually boosted him quite a bit.
That needs a
We'll have to wait and see if the hit points go away afterwards, but they shouldn't. I assume the health buff is gonna be permanent, even though he's gonna lose his maximum hit points are gonna go down again. So that might be how that works. But we'll see in a moment. We just need to wait a little bit longer here.
How you are bleeding, Alfie.
Oh yeah, so
Is there nothing
that
I can do?
100% works. So let's see if
Dress the wound, I will.
that's actually gonna be the right way here. I'm sure we have more than one way of making this work. But as far as I can say, the game is not that restrictive that it lets you do things in just one way something like this. So if we're getting him healed up here, that should work. I'm not sure if there is maybe some sort of quest satellite medicine that we might need to get here instead. But I don't think so. But we'll see.
Oh, will we
How
ever
brave
reach
you were.
Silverglen?
Okay.
You have suffered for it.
Is he full now? He looks full. Let's talk with him again.
You kindly old.
Ooh, the pain. Demons, if only, my friend, if only. What was it they said about Silver?
Talk with him.
What do you say, your knightship? Will you escort us to Silverglen?
Let's discuss Alfie
It would be a
now.
godsend indeed.
Okay,
Poor
3.
I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can depart. Please.
Okay, so this apparently does not work. Let's try one more time. Maybe he's not completely full. He looks full though.
Water of life.
Yeah, that should... Yeah, he's definitely full. So if we...
What do you say, your knightship? I'm glad you've agreed.
Yeah, this didn't work.
Ooh, the pain.
So I'm not gonna reload now. It's on an old wand anyways that I didn't want to use any longer anyway, so it's not that bad that we lost the points there. So I do need to go into Silverglen. So the question is, do we now want to I said that I'm gonna go back into the witch's cabin, but I also kind of want to check out Silverglen, and we can still do a side quest there, so let's go there first and just see what's that about. So I'm assuming that that blood cult here is not the entirety of Silverglen. At least that's what we can hope, otherwise I assume I'm gonna have a fight on my hands here. This also looks kind of ambushy. So which way do we go here? Okay, yeah, this is Silverglen. There we go.
Halt. Who goes there?
Oh! Okay, name of the goddess. So it appears to be the entire town here. We'll see. So not but a wanderer.
A wanderer, you say? A lost sheep, perhaps, that has found its
Let's
way.
not...
The stable of Immaculates.
Yep, it's the Immaculates. Okay, we're not going to reveal our source hunter status yet. So what is this place?
Why, it's Silverglen, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful. We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what are strangers' ears, but you must know that but a short while ago, a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure. She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. This is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I suggest you talk to Father Loik if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglen. Blessed be all Immaculates.
Okay, this seems rather nuts, but we're good. So what was this? The Legionnaires' will. So we need to find Marisa. Oh. Oh, so...
Immaculates here seem to be afraid.
Oh, we're overlapping conversations here.
Being the operative word. Let's remain vigilant.
So the generals here claim to have been cleansed, but I can still smell the stink of persisting putrescence wafting from their grimy flesh. Silverglen, this place sickens me. I see no evidence of sickness about me. Why take it to heart so?
As you know, I once carried the burden of disease upon emaciated shoulders. Perhaps I had better explain in greater detail.
Okay, so we're gonna learn more about his story. Sure, so tell me more about your history, Jahan, if you please.
Yes, let's get this over with.
So tell me about the malady that overtook you.
It was an unparalleled horror. Scores of physicians flocked to my bedside. They traveled from realms across the seas hoping to cure the mighty Jehan, undo the gloom that had befallen the land, and mere vultures that they were, to be paid handsomely for their efforts. But none of their potions took effect. Their salves seared, but did not soothe my fading flesh. Like a ghoul I looked, unburied yet risen from the grave. In futile anger I struck my mirror, but broke my brittle fingers only, not its ever-mocking surface.
So please tell me how you managed to cure yourself from the malady that afflicted you.
It went like this, Hunter. If a ghoul I had become, so a dark turn of thought convinced me. A ghoul's methods I should employ to escape the labyrinthian crypt of corporeal corruption. A necromancer I'd be. Yes, only from deep within the deliriums of death would I tunnel my way back into the gardens of life. I did unspeakable things in the dusky dungeons that twist like forgotten veins to long-deceased organs far beneath my castle's sunlit halls. Halls which held my throne and held the bed upon which Heraka slept, her very touch blessing the satin she reposed upon. Still there came no relief. Perversions I created in scores, but they were mere undead all. Creatures so piteous that the thought of cheating death in their guise frightened me more than the swing of the scythe itself. Like mosquitoes in the night, panic and despair beset me until I turned to that darkest of all arts, demonology.
Okay, so you of all people turned to demonology?
It had to be. There was no other way.
I could feel the life slipping out of me like love out of a betrayed spouse's heart. So I studied tomes so old the dust that fell from their centuries' unperused pages never knew the light of the stars that now shine. I was a young king, handsome and all-powerful.
I accidentally double-pressed.
Every nobleman would have killed his own brother if I promised to take his daughter's hand in marriage.
So let's go through this real quick here.
Their incessant implorations.
So he drew forbidden symbols, spoke unhallowed words, and you shall have. Just tell me I cried. Tell me what ails me. So we're gonna learn it. So once upon a time he was a king of land of beauty to the east. Yeah, he was a young king, handsome, powerful, and a marriage but refused incessant implorations. Okay.
I knew my life as a sovereign would be self-indulgent.
Sorry, I didn't want to skip
also
that.
A self-delusory one, if I weren't to marry for love. And so a handful of years went by. The king's throne I myself occupied, whereas the queen's throne remained empty but for the court's cats that would nap the afternoons away upon its velvet cushions. But then one day, a young woman visited my kingdom. She was a poetess and a storyteller. People flocked to her, listened to her every word as if receiving mantras from the divines. I invited her to my palace, and soon our days, our nights, our love and our lives...
Didn't we hear that already? I'm not sure.
Hiraka. How
I
miss
think
her still.
so.
Oh, and how I miss her body. And yet, true happiness.
Yeah, I think we had those first two already, so let's go with the next one. Yeah, okay, we already heard about that, and that's where he stopped last time. It's been so long that I didn't recognize it right away. So let's go with the... You asked the demon what ailed you. What was its answer?
Hiraka.
Oh.
Never had I known a single word can cut
What?
deeper than the sharpest of daggers. With
Oh.
maddening glee, the demon told me she was one of his kin. A soul-swallowing horror that had been feeding on both my body and my spirit like a leech. An ancient being was she, that moved from king to king throughout the ages, filling their hearts with love, then draining them of life. After such revelations, does one truly desire to live on? Death seemed like a mother then, welcoming me with her all will be well embrace. Yet still I feared exceedingly her seemingly sweet caress, and the oblivion that would follow. Release me from her, demon, and give me back the strength of a sick, free existence. So went my desperate plea. It smiled, of course it did. Smiled bare 100 razors as its eyes came alight with infernal fire. 1,000 years I will give you, it whispered. But then your soul shall be mine to incarcerate in the depths of hellish nemesis. As for your throne, that I'll have now. What say you, O brittle king? Do you accept my terms?
Oh boy, so tell me, Jahan, did you accept the demon's terms?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Oh yes,
Hunter.
we do.
But I've said enough for now. These men are good. No, you...
So, that explains a lot about him. It really does. So we've got another conversation here.
Well, well, well. So our very own demon hunter once dabbled in the so-called darkest of arts himself.
Let's see, I'm gonna go with the second one. A man so utterly betrayed and dying will grasp at any straw. I can hardly blame him.
Neither can I. Clearly his great love was almost the very death of him. She broke his heart in more ways than one, and I too would go to any length to repair it.
Okay. That shines a lot of very different light on him. God, what's up with the frame rate? Okay, there we go. Better. So we have officially found Silverglen, apparently. This is gonna be interesting.
Psst. Over here, Hunter. It's me, Ahu.
Oh, he's right there. Okay, sure.
Source Hunter. You've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see.
Let's see, what is he doing here now?
Spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, But the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates.
Why are you walking about Silverglen in your cat form?
The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town.
Okay, so what do you make of these Immaculates?
They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners. To have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them.
Which ancient teachings do you mean?
Haven't you heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true.
Okay, since you've been scouting the place, perhaps you can tell me where I should start looking for shady goings-on.
I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silverglen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim. Of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
Okay, so he's pushing us towards that. Interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm still gonna see how big this is and what I can find. Okay, we can go up here, which apparently leaves. Okay, what's there? Rogue Earth Elemental. I mean, I wouldn't mind a small fight here. Let's see what's gonna happen if we go in there. Are they gonna attack us? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Oh, we also got some wildlife here. Evil smelling flower. What does evil smell like, and why can't this just work? This could be pretty good. Don't have that many water arrows though. I was thinking about that. Could go for a nice explosive arrow, but that also wouldn't do much. I think I'm just gonna move forward by one and just go with this. Yep. Okay, they're creating poison around themselves. That's not nice. Do I wanna do anything here? I think we do actually. Where is it? Oh, okay, I can't go with the Avatar of Poison. I would have Avatar of Poison Medora, then made her immune against poison because of these guys. Or can I still go for something here? Cures poison, gains 100% poison resistance for 2 turns. There's not a big range there, so I think we're just going to put that on her now, just to give her the resistance. And that needs to be good enough. Okay, let's see what they do. He's hastened, he's warm. That is perfectly fine. He's raged now. Can he still get into range to hit us? No, they're just running in like this. I assume... Oh, he's blessing. That's not nice. I assume these are gonna spew some poison around the place. Oh, there's also... Oh, the initiate is on our side in this case. Okay. That is good to know. We probably... just wanna drop this earth elemental away again. That's pretty good. Okay, shocking touch does not work. Sure, let's go with a little bit of freezing action. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Thalric. Summoning in a fire elemental seems like the right thing to do against the poison things here. That's usually a pretty good counter, and then he's not going to do anything. Okay, Medora. Question is now, does she attack here? Or do we battering ram her in here and try to do something? I think we're going to go with the battering ram. Yeah. So they are immune to being knocked down, but that's okay. We're just going to go for maximum damage. There we go. That's one down. And the other ones are at least... looking interesting. Okay, what does the initiate do? He inspires us. That's lovely. And then we've got a fire elemental. So self-immolation could... Oh, whoops. Okay, it not only could, it instantly did. That wasn't part of the plan. So... probably just take down... No, I think we can just... No, we can't reach. So this one we can't see, so we're gonna target you. Okay, it didn't do anything. Weird. Let's see, this one died, the other one didn't do anything. My god, this is working out so well right now. Yeah, let's just shoot this one. Oh boy, that was nice. Oh, they're just level 9, okay. Well, not only level 9, and this is still bugged out up here. Or no, or I'm just bad at looking at this initiative ladder. I think that's what this is. I finally understand what I'm looking at. Which is kind of sad to say. Oh, did I heal him? They're earth elementals, and he's going with earth damage right now, so I probably shouldn't do this. Yeah, I know. I should have realized that earlier. Sure, let's move him in. What's this? Costs 3, so we can bring him in 2. And just deal a little bit of damage with the shocking touch. And he's stunned on top of being frozen, so that's lovely. I probably want to attack back here. Although they should be fine. But this guy is still out of commission, so let's just focus on the earth elemental here. That's 1. Do we maybe just want to thunder jump over there? Nah, I don't think so. Let's just attack him again. Yeah, he's healing there out of something that I'm doing as well. Should have done that once again. Oh yeah, I do have an earth wand. I need to pay closer attention to that. It's not that we're in danger or anything. We're looking pretty solid here, and they're just focusing on the ones that I summon, so who cares? And we've got the initiate helping us here, which is nice. So he should really attack there, but he can't see the target and can reach, so we're gonna go for the elemental here. There we go. Whoa. Medora is looking pretty healthy right now. Or at least healthy enough. Okay, now this just looks... it doesn't look right. Can't see targets, so I do need to move in closer first. Sure, just cripple him. So he's almost down. Not any longer. He's just... I mean, I'm okay with that. Can we kill this one with 2 shots? Yes, we can. Perfect. That's some nice experience here. Okay, Jahan, please heal. Nope, this does not look too good. She's burning still. I need to be careful here. I need to unhook him and walk him closer. Heal her first. And now we're gonna go with a rain spell to make that work. Oh, why did she walk out of there? Did she walk out of there? It's okay, I'm confused. Ignore me. As always, just let me do my healing things and then we're gonna continue. Huh, so random fight that I don't quite understand why it was there. Oh, a buffalo amulet? The unique amulet appears to have been prized from a large sculpture. It bears the mark of the artist on its left horn. Maybe that could be something. And we're gonna keep the rest. What does the sarong do? Okay, nothing too interesting. So, I don't quite know. I assume we are gonna need that for something here. Maybe it's gonna trigger a side quest, or it's gonna have to be placed somewhere that we can do something with that. So do I just wanna move around the city for now? Yeah, there's a waypoint. Okay, so let's go for that. This also looks a bit suspicious.
I feel uneasy here. I better keep my weapon at the ready.
Yeah, there we go. So that's something we could do here. Oh, she can also heal herself, I forgot. There we go. So should we unsheath our weapons here? That should increase our readiness at the beginning of the fight, doesn't it? I sometimes don't do that. Or I never do that. Okay, I don't see anything here. But apparently it's fine. So, okay, let's resheath our weapons. Or maybe it actually is an ambush and it doesn't trigger while we are combat ready. Or I need to walk somewhere. Or she's just gonna get poisoned again. Why, Medora? Why? Okay, so nothing happens here. Maybe we would have to interact somehow here. Oh, come on. Seriously. Let's treat that poisoning as well. And let's see. So now, where does this lead? So north, High Plains, east, Silverglen, south, Sicil. So north are the High Plains. We're not gonna go there yet. We're gonna go back into Silverglen and see what we can find out. Nice, so we do have that building right here in the middle. Let's open this up. Should still go in with Chewell first. Okay, so this is Loic. There we go.
Souls, to this holy house of Immaculates.
Who are you?
I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood.
I'd like to ask you some questions about the Immaculates.
Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
Who are the Immaculates?
We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy, that we may all become part of the sacred soul. And you too, Seeker, could become one such part.
Could you tell me more about the conduit?
The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station.
I'd like to hear about the goddess.
The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind. But immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us.
I'm not gonna go for this one right now. We're gonna do that later.
Blessed be the goddess.
Because I want to look around more first. So there appears to be nothing here. There is, of course, that thing, or that door down there, but we can't go there yet, of course, right now. So let's see. Nadia's shop. So a shop sounds good. Sebi? Who are you?
Hello and welcome to our shop. I am the son of the proprietor, Nadia. Please let us know how we can help you.
Tell me about yourself.
You've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No. We traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silverglen. My father, Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious. And we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement.
Oh, okay. So
my
tell me.
mother will have plenty to say on that subject, if you're interested.
That's cool. So tell me about Nadia.
Ma's a bit intense, to be sure. Set in her ways, but fiercely loyal to the family. Help her out and you've got a friend for life. Cross her, and you'll be better off skipping town. Not that that'll stop her from cursing your line for the next 1,000 cycles of bendis.
So tell me about Ben.
My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife. His death nearly destroyed us, Ma and me. But now we're here, and we won't leave until we've held the proper parties accountable for their role in his death.
Okay, so does he sell stuff as well? He does. What do we have here? The gold I might be most interested in right now. So let's see, we can sell some stuff here just so we get some gold here out of this, I think. And there are definitely some things we should be okay with selling overall. Yeah, that one too. Also. Sure. And yep, anything else? Does she have anything else that we could sell right now? Not necessarily. So let's balance against that. That's good. And I did pick some stuff up with Tharik here a bit ago, so we could also sell some stuff there. But let's not... There we go. I just wanted to get the longbow, basically. Because that looked like it was 300 gold? No, just 124. Okay. Or maybe I didn't see right. It's fine. So, we got some more money. And next we are going to talk to Nadia, of course. What? Could you repeat that, please?
I have traveled
Oh, she recognized us?
mile to find help, and now help has, how you say, appeared from skinny vapors.
Okay, I have never heard that, so tell me about yourself.
My story? Well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you will be more interested in the, how you say, the short end of stick. I believe Lawrence, the leader of mining guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot. Charming name, no? Yet ordered the miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness. And now they, how you say, kick down the bucket.
Yeah.
But the sickness...
He kicked the bucket.
Normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike source.
Oh, what does she know about that?
Sadie and I travel from our home to find truth. But this has proven not so easy.
So tell me more about your son, Sebi.
When his father died, Sebi became restless. Being of the age, he joined army and go straight to front line. Though I was nearly old woman, I joined army as healer to be near and look after my boy.
Oh boy.
There we
Oh
saw
boy.
special legionnaire using strange weapon. And this legionnaire soon come to my tent with the same disease that killed Ben. I discovered the tenebrium ore in this weapon. It was the ore that killed them both. I come to Silverglen to discover truth. And here I find Lawrence, that arrogant man, conducts his business without apologize to any.
Okay, so what can you tell me about your husband, Ben?
My sweet little Pomargo Visago. My darling Ben. Me got along like, how you say, peas and ferrets.
What?
He here there is work, very well paid, in mines, clearing special rock from silver mine. So he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silverglen. We wait with hearts like stones for some months. And one day we see familiar figure moving with strange steps on path toward cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapses at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest. But he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grow worse, rot so fast we hardly recognize him after 2 short days. He slip away from us, and we bury him with much grief.
Okay, so you need help proving Lawrence knowingly encouraged the miners to handle Tenebrium.
Exactly this. Please, Source Hunter, you must help me prove that Lawrence made his workers to mine deadly Tenebrium. For your help, I offer blessing from my homeland. Se vi mal successos, mi planto serizzarbo kai tormenti via nepo soggiai branco.
So... same!
Translation is difficult, but it means something like, if you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branches. Good luck.
Ah, okay, that's supportive. So I'd like to ask you some further questions.
I will do my best to give answers, Source Hunter.
So let's go through this a bit quicker. I'm just gonna go over them real quick. So how getting them in Silverglen?
I have not found scrap of civilization among these apes.
First supposed to find food. Nope.
As for neighbors, well, those cultists.
Nope. So tell me about Lawrence.
Strike him down, the murderer.
My Syrian. Nope. What do you know about Tenebrium?
Nothing natural could cause such terrible disease at mere touch. If you ask me,
Okay, so you've seen rot in action then.
A terrible disease. It transforms
Infected
flesh of living into flesh of corpse.
Okay, so we've got the naked truth here. So that's something we should work towards. That seems reasonable. This is where they want to set up the forge, I assume. So we still have to figure out a way to help Alfie as well. I hope the answer is not bloodstone. That would be kind of bad. But we still have a lot of stuff left to be seen here. Ruby, the only one with a name, and Ramon there. We've also got this, but let's talk with these outside here first. So I'm going to go through this a bit quicker now, since all the conversation's taking a bit, so let's see.
I do suppose I could find...
Oh, she's a prostitute? So tell me a bit more about yourself, at least that's what it sounds like right now.
Oh, sugar, that's a story for another day, ain't it? Speaking of...
Or she's an informant of some sort.
What say we get... Indeed I do. And I'm just itching to take you places you've only ever dreamed of, darling. What's a lousy 250 gold?
So, let's be curious. Let's save this. Oh, sure.
Oh, that's the spirit, sugar. Oh.
So this is gonna be weird, I assume. I have no idea, but let's just see about this. The Pickaxe Tavern. Okay, so this is a tavern. Let's see, we've got... There's Marisa. But what else? Oh, okay. Or she's just trying to lure us up here to Bonnie to do something. This just does not look very, very sanitary and pleasant.
God, the fuse is getting shorter. Stop it! Freeze it!
Stop talking, naughty princess! Leave fuse alone or boom!
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen there on its own, I think. Let's see. What is this what's gonna happen now?
There you are, darling. Shall we get started then?
Okay, let's get it on.
So we shall, sugar. But do please ask your friend over there to give us a bit of...
Okay, so we're gonna just try this and just see what's gonna happen. If this really is just nonsense or if this is gonna do something. You know what? Let's close the door as well. There we go.
There you are. Let's do it. But first, I need to know about your preferences, darling.
What?
You're in charge tonight, after all. So tell me, which sword?
No, thank you. So I don't know.
is your boat?
Let's go with the first one. I don't really even want to see that. Blah, 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 blah. I'm still not convinced that this is something or not.
Terribly stormy night. In the tiny hut, a cauldron steamed and bubbled. A figure stood in the corner, pressing its fat, purple nose into the sharp indentation where the hut's walls met. Low muttering burbled through its jagged teeth and
Let me go,
bloated
you little
lips.
monster!
And
Away
a
with you!
Swift and sharp fell upon the door. Babe Orb! A small voice called. Babe Orb! It's happening! Here's time! The figure stood up straight and straightened the long, stained apron that hung about its hips. A moment, child, a moment! Babe Orb cried,
What?
hurrying over to the cauldron. She quickly filled 2 flasks with the swirling violet brew and stuffed them into her pouch. In a flash, she was through the hut's door, flicking 2 gold coins at the grubby child, who scrambled to retrieve them from the dark doorsteps where they fell. The wind whipped Babe Orb's hair, lashing her thick skin with thorns. But the old witch had mind for one.
So is this leading somewhere?
Counselor was
What's going on here?
After some minutes, she arrived at the edges of town. Working her way into the councillor's secret now required stealth, not speed. And so Babe Orb crept, silent as a cat, between alley and square until she came to the doors of his old, silent mansion. It was nearly easy for the witch to sidle in, masked in a simple wallflower charm, and wound her way into the crowded room where the councillor lay dying. She cradled her flask in her arms, enjoyed their warm sloshing, and awaited the final moment. Soon, she whispering croaked, soon enough the councillor will be mine. The wailing mourners around her took no notice. And that's the end of chapter 1. So cutie. What do you think? Oh, I bet you could use a pie.
So this actually does lead somewhere.
Sure takes the edge
I
off
think.
the suspense, doesn't it?
God, the fuse is getting shorter!
Oh well.
Stop it! Freezing!
This has been a pleasure, darling. Come find me again, any old time.
So she does have a second story to tell, but we're gonna have to wait with that, I assume. So should we... First of all, she left the room open. No, okay, so this is...
Some dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
I think we would have to steal the key from her or try to break it open. So should we open this door and see what happens with this, with Bicky here and Bonnie? And see what's gonna happen here?
You there! Back off! Bicky boom! One more step and Bicky boom!
No, don't go! Please help me! That thing is keeping me trapped here!
I don't know. Okay, let's see. Never fear, madam. He's bluffing. He'll never dare to blow himself up.
True. Be my guest, buddy. What damage?
Okay, yeah, no. No. Let's save her. I thought he would not suicide bomb, but I underestimated the stupidity of the suicide bombers, apparently. Or the bomb guys. So let's try this again.
No, don't go! Yes, don't worry, miss. We'll get you out of this fix.
Princess keep her trap shut or Bicky boom! No folks, shoot or Bicky boom! Last warning or Bicky...
Bicky the Bomber. Okay. Prostitute being held hostage by a strange skeleton creature named Bicky. We managed to calm it down for now, but it claims it will explode if we get too close.
Please, somebody do something! Throw a bucket of water over the damn thing!
Goodbye.
Oh,
There we go.
Thank you, thank you. You saved my life. It was that cur of a Frederick that did this to me. He locked me in here with that ridiculous creature.
Dear me, I need to get out of this room. Yes, I'll go downstairs to catch a breath of fresh air, but do come and talk to me again if you want to hear more about what transpired here. My thanks once more, sweet hero.
Okay, this is interesting. So this was open, so we can loot this. Nice. Staff. Sure. And let's identify that first before we steal it. This is cool. So he's gonna equip that, actually, and then steal the other one back. Anything else to be seen here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go back down and talk with the... No, there's a room back here that we can open. Is there a guest in there? Or let's just take a look. Okay, do have a minor healing potion here. There is also a moonstone that we can steal, and then all that stuff, but that appears to be it. So let us go back down. We do have Marisa down there, so we can go for the Legionnaire's Will. And I'm just gonna spend some time talking with everybody down there, and maybe we're gonna talk with Ruby again and see what else she has to say, because this at least sounds like it could be important. Because the beginning didn't... I probably need to listen back to it again, but the end was definitely with the counselor and her being in the room there, or the one there. So question is, where does she knows that from and stuff like that? So we'll see. Let's talk with Marisa here.
Oh, you startled me. Let me compose myself.
Oh boy.
Stranger, how can I help you?
What can you tell me about yourself? She's the wait returned here. My husband, Blossy, is a legionnaire currently stationed in Sicil. Yeah, okay. So about your husband, I hear have his will.
Will? But that means he's...
Oh boy, yeah. But that's it, pretty much. So we have a minor here, a minor there, a minor everywhere. Mikhail Solomatin, Elwin, Ellery... Bonnie is down there now. Then we've got a few more minors. Paul, the bartender, apparently. More minors here. These guys also all have names. And then there is a back room with more people. Okay, so lots and lots of people to talk to and talk with. So let's get going here.
You dare disturb my rumination? It must be that you can hardly wait to purchase an ingredient or two for a very urgent recipe. I'll forgive this
Nah, not interested. Elwin?
Oh, dear. You'll hardly impress the
Nope. So they're all... Yeah, they are all... Let's talk with Bonnie. She probably has something meaningful to say.
My hero. My heart is still racing.
So let's tell me more about yourself.
Bonnie's my name, and I am, or rather I was, a lover for hire. Folks would come to me.
Conversation and intimate desires, but this fiasco's put an end to it. Yeah, so let's discuss this Frederick fellow.
Yes?
Why would he lock you in a room with a bomb?
Search me. He's a regular of mine, with rather eccentric tastes, I might add. He always wants me to wear a grey wig.
Oh boy.
Anyway, he recently spent the night again, and I couldn't sleep because of his muttering.
Oh,
In the morning,
okay.
I told him he had gone on and on about some Maradino character and a supposedly secret treasure lair somewhere in the woods.
Oh.
Next thing I knew, he flew into a rage. Said the treasure... I was just about to let him know I won't stand for such language when he pulled that monster of a bicky out of his satchel and told the little gnome to guard the princess and to go boom if I
What the hell? So what can you tell me about this town?
much, I'm afraid, but go ahead. I'll answer what I can. I used to, you know.
Merchants came in Sicil, goblins, blah blah, they be devil days, so you're supposed to be not Immaculate.
I haven't been Immaculate for a long time now, darling. And if...
Okay, so this could be interesting, although it didn't give us a quest update, but I just hope that I can remember. Maradino was the name. Maradino. We'll have to wait and see. And Frederick. So let's see about these guys. Nothing.
Watch where you're going.
Nothing. And Hiver. Also nothing apparently. So we do have Vomitia back here.
Quite a fine skeleton beneath that hide of yours, isn't there? Yes, a lovely.
Oh boy, she's kind of creepy. So who are you? That's just a miner. Is there anything else here? There's probably this chest that we could take. Okay, so yeah, we can definitely take a look there, but it would have to sneak.
Enjoying your stay in Sul.
Okay, let's try to just see about this. Tharic, go up there. You, sure, talk with this guy. You're sneaking, you're looking there. There is nothing. Well, these, nope. There's nothing really of interest in here, apparently. Okay, so not much, apparently, that we can do in here right now. Oh, there are people here now. Were they there before? So I'm gonna talk with Ruby again in a moment. Let's actually send her up already.
That world, indeed,
Yeah, we're gonna figure out more. So we're gonna talk with Ramon here. And who might you be?
I'm
Ramon. Oh boy. Oh, he's a male prostitute. Okay, so what would some quality time cost me?
For the room is currently occupied.
Oh, okay, so mind if I ask you some questions? Nope. Okay, so we have to take him up separately. Who are
The
you?
wind blows, the goddess breathes. Where the rivers run.
She has nothing to say there. Oh, okay, yeah, you're still in there. Whoops. So we have to go up to Ruby. Let's go up there right now. She's already on her way there. And I'm gonna listen to her second story, which could be interesting. As well, we're gonna unhook her again. Close down that door. And get everybody else to over here, and let's see.
Sorry, darling, but I'm waiting for a paying customer, and they didn't pay.
Oh, I went in with, I talked to her with Tharic, so I need to go in with Tharic. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Do this. Close this, and here we go again.
There you are, darling.
Oh, pleasant nymph, do whisk me away to your grassy glens. Grassy, yeah, okay.
In need of a gentle hand.
So let's see what she is talking about now.
Once upon a time, the patron goddess of feasting took a fancy to the humble spirit of insatiability. Of their union, a nymph, Clydella, was born. The child of parents so expert in flavour and quantity, Clydella's calling was clear. A master cook she became, the finest from Grandin Gulch to Wimpet Willow. Queens and sultans trembled before her crow's egg crumble. Dukes shed salty, toxic tears upon her sugared lion's wing. Clydella's cooking was beloved, yes, but to none so much as Clydella. Feasts she'd make and feasts she'd eat, licking up 3 wedding hams in the time it took to count them. More she craved, and more, till her clients had little more than crumbs to offer their guests. They'd wail and moan, but Clydella never quite heard them over the sound of her soup slurping. They stormed her kitchen, spittle flying, demanding dove roast, parsnip pudding, and pureed warg. But Clydella merely gazed upon them, lithely chewing jerky, and shrugged. Clydella's fame declined as the royals made deals with devils to find feasts as tasty as hers. But she never noticed one way or another. A nymph in her kitchen, frying and feasting, was all she'd ever needed to be.
Well, that's the end, darling. I hope it was everything you dreamt of and more. I know I had myself a bang-up time.
Okay, that one, if that meant anything, I didn't understand it. So, I don't know. Maybe just one of the stories has something to do with it and just gives us a bit of a hint. I'm not sure. So let's go out there. We're not going to go with Ramon right now. We are going to go over here. Lawrence's office. That sounds promising. But what can we do about Alfie? That's the question. Still need to see about that.
What news from the mines? No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mine by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out. Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
Okay, this sounds unpleasant. Let's talk with Brandon here.
Source hunter, are you? What brings you to this next
Tell me
door?
about yourself.
Surprised if you hear more than a few unkind
Overseer's
words
got him for a show. Yeah.
I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though.
Yeah, okay, for O'Brien to take load of. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along. Let's hear the details.
No. No crooked plans shall cross these ears.
Oh yeah. Alright, we'll do it your way.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Well then, I'll just have to keep this brilliant scheme all to me onesie then.
Okay, so that did cause us a quest, but I don't want to always reload. So that's fine. Let's stay righteous here.
I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend.
Do you know anything about a miner named Ben?
I remember him well.
Let's see, he managed to leave Silverglen alive.
Strong-packed.
Sooner was already upon him. What do you know about Rot?
Oh, you're a curious sort of fella, aren't you? Ask around.
The other were cured by that cult. Came up to Nebrium.
Sort of substance. Discovered here around
Folks been claiming to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. Okay. So he is not that helpful right now to us. Do we see anything here? Key to the mine office. This is something that's worth stealing.
A source hunter. My liege I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild responsible for operations in Silverglen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you. Treasure!
Wait, nope. This... Well, it actually is not that horrible. But I'm gonna try that again and just see if we maybe have to sneak with him.
Lucky five.
Yep. With sneaking, it's very, very easy. Okay, good. So let's talk about this. So tell me about yourself.
Oh, I am no one special.
Focus on the supplement, yeah. Playing your grace. Let's discuss the troubles in the mines.
You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing.
Sure you think a humble miners are still gonna suffer?
I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the
Nope. No. Yeah. Refused to vacate.
Brain fiends refuse to. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace. And if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners.
So Nadia was accused of willfully... Well, no. Do
Your
we?
Grace, I am completely at your disposal.
Let's go with this.
Ah, yes. Ben.
Small amount, some...
One of our many
No?
noble miners, Your Grace.
So do we want to do this here? I think we do. Let's see.
Preposterous. What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silverglen? You do best to do.
Okay, new log entry added. That's the goblin trouble now. So where is that? The goblin leader for his mantle. So somewhere is the mine. We don't know where yet. Oh, Medora.
I don't mean to make trouble where there ain't any, comrade. But In my years of hunting source, I learned that anyone so eager to climb into your lap... I'm not saying this Lawrence character is involved in sorcery, but it wouldn't exactly surprise me a lick to find out he knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah, let's see. I'm agreeing with this, so I thought the same. His fawning is more likely a symptom of fear than of respect.
Oh, Medora must be going mad, mustn't she? Tie her up and cart her away. I never once acted outside of my best judgment, comrade. I've made my share of mistakes.
Okay, yep. So here we go. Anything else? This is an exit again, which means Silverglen really isn't that big. We just need to see where the mine is. It might be down here. That could be the case. But looks like we've seen all the buildings. Let's talk with this rat real quick. Okay, yeah. So let's end this with going back to Loic and asking about what we can do to join the Immaculates, because I feel like this could lead to something. And what did I actually steal there with Jahan? Which kind of key? Key to the mine office. So we could maybe open up a door there. Let me actually check that again. So there's no building here. So this might be just to this room itself? Or is there something else? Or the mine office might be actually by the mine. I think that's pretty likely. Okay, let's talk with Loic again.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
And see what's gonna happen with that.
The goddess is
So, who are you? Yes, let's discuss my joining the Immaculates.
You find yourself in the goddess's temple. Therefore, it follows she wants you to take the true path.
This Halaton read, absorb the wisdom, then find the second part and do with it the same.
Absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part.
Okay, sure. The initiation. Loic, the priest of Silverglen, give us a book. Told us that we studied we might be able to join the Immaculates.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
Bow before the goddess and bow before her.
Which book is it, though? As always, sort by last edit. That seems good. There we go. Read. So the first book of the Immaculates. Though the tenebrium made the miners ill, though the rot plagued them, they would be saved. The conduit came bearing a shard of starstone and demonstrated that by sacrificing a lesser being, a small duckling, she could turn starstone into bloodstone. This stone was capable of healing any ailment, including the terrible rot. Though some were skeptical that sacrificial magic could be used for good, the conduit explained the transmitting energy from a lesser being to a greater one restores balance in the universe, and that balance is the goddess's ultimate goal. The conduit then encouraged the healed miners to spread her good word, and Lo continued to create bloodstones for the purpose of promoting the greater good of higher beings. Today, we Immaculates continue to promote universal balance and the sacrifice of lesser creatures for the greater good of all.
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess.
So, how would we find the second book with that hint? If we studied, we might be able to join the Immaculates? What? What am I missing here? Connor came bearing a shard, a starstone, demonstrated by sacrificing us. Maybe we need to find starstone?
The goddess is the word. Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
No, okay, so there doesn't appear to be any more to this. It did give us a quest, so we'll have to figure that one out. But for now, I think this is where we're going to end this. I don't really know how we can... Maybe I do need a bloodstone to heal Alfie. That might actually be the case, if we can find one and use it. But I have no idea, because right now I really don't understand how we would go about saving him, to be honest. What we could do to make that happen. So we'll have to figure that out. Or if I'm missing something, just let me know. But, I mean, we still have some stuff to do here, so we're in no rush to make these optional objectives work, and if I'm going to come across the right thing on my own sooner or later, I don't mind it, but we'll see. Let's talk with Brennan again here real quick. Does he have something else to say? No. Okay. Okay, sure. So, this is where we're going to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition, just stick around for next time. So, once again, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time. Bye, guys.